Hey everyone, a gear review from Tim Grsh. This is on the SMP VT series of saddles. Now, SMP is very interesting. The naming of their saddles, as you might notice if you've been on their website, a little confusing. The names kind of don't really go in any specific, direction. The VT30 is basically like the F series saddle, and I do have a gear review on the F series. The F series is kind of more of a performance-oriented saddle, whereas the VT is pretty much the same shape as the F series, but has kind of a more cushy padding to it, so it's not like the dense, firm, like foam. It's a little bit more of a gel type of feeling. They're also a little bit less expensive. Does have the long rails, does have the tapered nose, but overall the shape is just like an F30. So this is the VT30 that I'm holding, and it's gonna be essentially the same shape as the F30. Same thing goes for the VT30C. It's the same shape as the F30C and so on, but again, has the kind of cushy padding. So where do these come in? Well, what I found is that for riders that want to do kind of more performance-oriented cycling, they have a good amount of fitness, they wear some good cycling shorts, they tend to like the F-Series saddles. Where the VT saddles come in is more like applications like an e-bike or riding indoors. So my wife, for example, loves her F-Series saddle riding outside on her mountain bike, but then indoors, she uses this one right here, the VT version, okay? So let me back up a little bit here. This is the VT30C, which is that kind of gel padding, and then the variant to this would be the F30C, which is kind of more of that firm padding. That saddle she has on her mountain bike, right? That's like a performance-oriented saddle. And then she has this on her indoor bike because it's just a little bit more forgiving for riding indoors. So that's kind of where this comes in, just a little bit more cozy, also less expensive. And I have a number of other women that come to our training studio that have this on their bike and they really love it. And the same thing goes with the VT30. This would be if you have the need for something with a little bit more cush to it, for like an indoor bike. This would be just like the F30, but a little bit more cozy. I actually have one of these on my e-bike because when you're on an e-bike, you're not pedaling that hard, you're just kind of like cruising. And the lighter the riding you're doing, the more you're gonna kind of bear weight in the saddle. So this just tends to kind of take the edge off. Whereas on my mountain bike, I have an F30 on there because I'm riding hard, and it's just kind of more conducive to that because I'm not like loading up the saddle like I'm just cruising around. So I like to think of saddles sometimes, and choosing it is like considering your fitness level and like how hard you're riding. If you're like a pretty fit person, you can probably get away with not having this much padding. Otherwise, if you tend to be more sensitive with saddles, you need more padding. That's where the VT stuff comes in. So if you like that overall kind of more flat shape of the VT and the F-Series saddles, then go with the F-Series or go with the VT series. But great saddles from SMP. I do quite a few of these, and has a nice following. Thanks for watching.